We have got to stop comparing our behind the scenes to somebody else's highlight reel. Hello my loves and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Leeor Alexandra. Welcome to the Baby Elephant community. On this channel, we talk about the law of attraction, spirituality, self-development, and so much more. Welcome, how are you? If you haven't subscribed yet to the Baby Elephant community, I would really appreciate if you join us. I'm coming back to making these videos, and by the way, I did take a little bit of a break. You know, I was doing videos every other day. It did kind of burn me out a little bit, but since then I've had a lot of time to reflect on my life and to build myself back up, and I feel better than ever. Now, the people who know all about this are my email list. If you subscribe to my email, you get just about nearly daily emails from me that have, you know, tricks, tips, advice, resources. They have stories of what happened to me in the day, what I learned, what I feel like I could convey on to you. My community has been loving my email list. So if you want more of me, if you want to stay closer, more connected, I highly recommend signing up for the email list. When you sign up for the email list, you get my heart chakra meditation for free, which has been just absolutely received so well by people. Everybody's loving it. And not only that, you also get placed into a 30-day email automation from me, where you get all these different emails from me that I wrote in this 30-day span that just really touched people's hearts. And so many people were asking, you know, can I get day 1 through 5? Can I get day 5 through 10? So I decided to create this automation. So now you sign up for my email list, you get the free heart chakra meditation, and then you get 30 days of emails from me, and then you get updates from me almost every day. Now that that's out of the way, I want to talk to you guys about comparing how to not compare ourselves to other people, because let's face it, we live in the age of comparison. While comparing ourselves to other humans, to what other people have, how they look, how they feel, what they're doing, what they're experiencing, while that is not new, and that's been, you know, since the beginning of mankind, I would say, we are definitely in the age of comparison because of social media and how easily people can flex and stunt on social media. You know, there's constant posts, there's constant stories and live streams and this and that. And what do we share on social media? We share the best parts of our lives. It is very rare for somebody to just be sharing, you know, all their entire existence, good and bad. And what honestly sometimes happens is, even when some social media people that we follow, when they do share the bad, they share the really low. But we never see the daily, like, mundane, banal things that happen to people. So what we do is we end up in this comparison mindset where everybody's posting these incredible moments in their lives, and we are at work, or we're in bed, or we're depressed on a Saturday night or a Friday night, or, you know, doing something that we don't want to do with our family when we feel like being in Mykonos or something, and we're comparing ourselves. This is very damaging, and I'll explain why that's damaging. When we're comparing ourselves, we're lowering our frequency to this frequency of envy or jealousy. Now, we don't mean to be jealous or envious or low vibrational, but when we're comparing, our brain automatically goes to, look at how much this person has. Why don't I have all this? I want more. I feel like I deserve this too. Now, what happens when we're in this comparison mindset and we reach this frequency of, I don't have, but this person does have, is we actually tap into lack. And when we tap into lack, into not having, what that is really an abundance of not having, because lack doesn't actually exist. The universe is a very abundant place. So we're creating this momentum and this vibration of not having. When we tap into this, and when we're constantly looking at other people's relationships, clothes, money, vacation, careers, whatever it is that we're comparing their lives to our lives, we are attracting more of not having that. So this is really important, because this is a sign, if you relate to what I'm explaining to you right now, and trust me, I've been there, and I find myself there sometimes, and I'll be very vulnerable and explain to you at what points I find myself there. But it's all about getting out of the autopilot mind and becoming very present and mindful with our thoughts and with what energy and vibration we are putting out, because we don't want to put out that lack vibration. We don't want to put out that feeling of not having. The good news is all these situations on social media, they're actually, in a sense, a challenge for us and an opportunity for growth. They're even an opportunity to manifest. And this is how I've changed my perspective on social media. And I've honestly become the kind of person who I used to be like, oh, I want her body, or I want this kind of relationship, or I want this trip, or she's so lucky that she gets these clothes sent to her. And I've changed that, and now I naturally, my positive autopilot, I look at things that I see on social media and I always think, I'm so happy for her. She deserves that relationship. She deserves that new pregnancy, that wedding. She deserves that new dress, or they deserve their love. This guy deserves this vacation. They deserve this work. Wow, they worked so hard to get this. This influencer has 1 million followers. She really worked so hard to get there. I'm so happy for her. Now that is what is going to change everything for you, because what we're doing is appreciating what we desire. When we are grateful for the existence of something, that something will come to us because we end up becoming a magnet to it. When I am grateful for something for somebody else, I'm attracting that to me. That's why we often see that if we wish something bad onto somebody else, something bad will happen to us because we are magnets and what we focus on happens. This is kind of just how law of attraction works. What we are appreciating and what we are focusing on is going to come to us. So if I'm looking at, let's say I was single and I'm looking at somebody else's relationship and I was like, why am I alone? I'm always alone. They're so lucky. I'm never gonna find something like that. I'm literally attracting to myself the reality, pulling closer a reality in which I do not have this relationship. So I'm in that reality and I'm pulling to me more momentum, more thoughts, and more magnetically attracting to me this reality. I'm continuously reaffirming my current state. Whereas if I wanted to have a relationship and I saw a vlog or a picture or a video or whatever of a really cute couple, or somebody proposed to somebody else, and I'm thinking to myself, wow, I'm so happy for them. They deserve each other. They're so blessed, and I hope really good things happen for them. Now I'm pulling to me a reality in which this is magnetically attracted to me, into which what I appreciate for somebody else comes to me. Now this is not just powerful for us, it's also powerful for other people. There's this thing called loving kindness meditation, and it's when you choose a couple people a day and just send them good thoughts and just really pray for them and wish for them to be happy. And you send them love. I do this to random people. I'll go to yoga or I'll be in the grocery store and I'll just choose a couple people and send them love. When we send others love, we receive love in return. I always feel better after I do that. But not only that, we're actually adding more love into the collective consciousness of the world, thereby painting the world into a more beautiful place for us and for everybody else. And isn't that what we really want? A reality that's good not just for us, not just for the people who we previously envied, but good for everybody. There is so much power in appreciation and gratitude rather than envy and desire of something that you don't have and focusing on not having it. And this is the thing that I find, I try to remind my friends about this who really want a relationship, and they're seeing all their friends with boyfriends and they're thinking to themselves like, well, they have a boyfriend, so they're not gonna hang out with me. Like, when you put out this negative energy around what you desire, you're just not going to receive it. Or you will receive it in a negative way and not the perfect harmonious way in which you could receive it if you're giving out loving kindness, appreciation, and gratitude. Remember that things take momentum as well. So that means that if you're not being genuine and if you're just taking a couple of days to be like, oh, like scrolling through Instagram, oh, I'm so happy for them, I'm so happy for them, but you're not really feeling it, you can't lie to energy. Energy doesn't lie. I know we've all heard that quote. Energy doesn't lie. What you put out, you'll get back. So if you're being disingenuous about this, it's just not going to work out for you. But if you keep going, it might feel fake in the beginning. And I can't quite remember, but I do think that maybe in the beginning, it kind of was like, Really, am I really happy for them when I don't have this thing? But over time, I kept practicing that muscle, you know, building up this muscle. And then honestly, it's sad to say, but good things would happen to me. And then I'd see there's a correlation between wishing good for other people and appreciating other people and receiving these things myself. It might sound like a selfish thing, but truly over time, it does make you into a better person, because you begin to see that there's enough to go around for everybody. There's no lack. Because that one, you know, person you went to college with was sent on a vacation to France for the summer or whatever by their parents and you weren't, that doesn't mean that that's never going to happen to you. It will happen to you a lot quicker if you appreciate that vacation, that trip, and that person, rather than enter this frequency of not having it. It is really important for us to practice this, to practice feeling happy for other people and not comparing our own lives to other people. Because on a little side note, you guys, you know this already, but maybe you need to remember, social media is not real. It's not real. I try to be as genuine as I can on social media. I think I'm a good example of how unreal social media is. Anybody who knows me in person will tell you I am the same person that I portray to be online. I'm the same person. However, on my Instagram feed, do you see anything of me with no makeup or, you know, not looking my best? These are all my best pictures. This is me at my best. And that's because that's what social media is about. And that's this world that we've cultivated. Put on the makeup, put on your best clothes, and then take the picture. Don't take the picture when you're sweats on the couch, eating vegan mac and cheese and watching Gaia TV, watching Cosmic Disclosure. It's a good thing to remember that social media is this weird thing that has been created. We don't know where it's going to take us. This is brand new. We're on new territory. This is a new frontier, you guys. And we've created this pseudo world. Remember that English is not my first language and I read a lot, so I see words but I don't say them out loud as much. It's this pseudo world it's not real. Yet people are making a lot of money on there. People are sharing way too much of themselves on there. And we don't know where this is going to go. But what we do know is that future generations and current young generations are being really affected by this. And my generation, I'm 26, I'm not that young, you know, we're still super affected by these things that everybody's posting. And we just have to become really conscious of where this could take us, because it's not a secret that social media causes anxiety and depression and FOMO and all these negative things. So what I want to end this video off with is by saying, be mindful of the content you consume. If you feel that you are comparing yourself to a lot of influencers, you know, these ideal body, all these crazy vacations, you guys, unfollow. Start following accounts with quotes, with inspiration, motivation, real people, people who uplift you. It's really up to you, and we can't blame other people for the way that we feel if we're following all these accounts that create this perpetual perfect life image. If we're following this, we're feeding into this, we are supporting it, and we're making these things happen to ourselves. We are forcing ourselves to suffer, if that makes sense. It is up to you to decide what to consume. Make conscious decisions. That's it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I miss making videos, and I hope to be continuously inspired to keep creating, because I love doing this more than anything. I love you guys, and make sure to sign up for the email list. Get that heart chakra opening meditation. Open that heart chakra and love yourself, love the world, love others, and attract love to you. The link will be in the description below. I love you. Thank you for spending some time with me. And as always, until next time, keep your vibrations way, way, way up.